Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for another Tuesday telecast at Atlas Lens Co. Thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate you. Today, we have an amazing special guest. I think you guys know who it is. I know you're tuning in. If you're in the stunt community, if you're a huge fan of action films, you know who this is. Please welcome Andy Cheng.
Hi everyone, how are you guys? Very cool. Thank you to have me here.
Thanks
Very
so much for
exciting to see
coming
you
in.
guys. Yeah.
Andy Cheng, as you know, is a director. He's an actor. He's an action choreographer. He's also a stuntman as well. So we're going to get to talk to him a lot. In the meantime, I also want to introduce to you my co-host for today. Her name is Jackie O. You might have seen her in our recent collaboration with Ready Rig. Jackie?
Jackie?
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Whoa,
That was my stunt.
that's the stunt girl here.
Yeah, I think I got the job.
Good job. How are you, Jackie?
I'm well. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm excited.
Me too. Very
Yeah.
exciting with two beautiful ladies.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today.
Good start. Good start. The good day to start. Yeah.
So Jackie is an actor. She's a martial artist. She's a action coordinator as well, and mental health expert. So we'll ask her a little bit more about that. But we're gonna ask Andy today lots of questions.
I got some questions.
Let us know too in the comments where you're tuning in from, because I know this is being streamed on Instagram and YouTube. Let us know, are you here in Los Angeles area? We're located in beautiful Glendale, California. Or are you tuning in from all over the world? So please let us know in the comments. Later on, you'll get an opportunity to ask Andy directly some questions. So keep that in mind.
Wow. Interesting. Interesting. I like it. Live. Yeah.
So Andy, I know that having kind of a good routine is very important for mental health and also for you to kind of get your body in shape. I was just curious to start off, what's your morning routine like?
My morning routine, when I want to wake up, I wake up, and then I will make a coffee by myself, with some soy milk. That's all I like, And normally, my wake up time is not fixed. It's very flexible, and I'm a light Carl, so I sleep very late and I get up very late. But when I do golf, sometimes I only sleep 1 or 2 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I'm a crazy golfer, but my fan, all the golf fans, we doing mostly like 6:30 early morning tea time. So sometimes I only a couple hours and then I go play golf. Yeah. So it's not really like have a routine. My routine is very flexible.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And then my exercise is mostly just jogging. I love to jog. I close my house. I make a one loop. It's like 9 miles.
9 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I
Okay.
go out and just chill. A couple hours. That's how my routine, and then the rest is just golf or making movie.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that.
That's how I fix. Try to make my mind and my mental. Try to focus on something. I think golf is really good. Because golf could beat you up. All the time. So then you think you are good, but then golf is going to just keep slapping you. It wake you up. That's why I like.
Yeah, I love that.
Is that how you fix the people here?
I do a lot of different things. Like actually, martial arts was the thing that changed things for me. I wanted to do it for my mental health, because I felt so stuck, being in my early 30s. I know I'm aging myself, but yeah. Look at this face.
Yeah.
And I just, everyone was, moving faster than me in their careers and their life, like milestones. And I thought, what was something that was meant for me? That felt like it was all for me.
When you start?
2 years ago.
Really?
I have no
Oh.
movement background. Like when I was younger, I remember dancing and wanting to be in front of the camera in a way, like
Okay.
these Vietnamese soap operas I loved.
Okay.
But it was just like a moment in time that just kind of went by so quickly. And that part of me never was nurtured. And then 2 years ago, I just picked up a bow staff. I learned from YouTube.
Oh.
And then I've picked up like 7 different types of martial arts since.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Jackie's
good.
amazing.
I just, once I touched also like a sword, in a dojo, I knew, oh, this was like a memory. It wasn't something that felt foreign to me. I wasn't even scared. And I just thought everything just started making sense.
That was cool. So martial arts changed you.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really did.
Yeah, that's good.
I technically became like a Nike global model
Oh.
because they found me with the bow staff, just practicing. I wasn't even intending to just to show off or anything. But they saw something in me and they picked me, and
Wow, so that's really helping you and change your life and take off another
yeah.
career, huh?
And
Wow,
then
that's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. I wish that I do something and then they say, hey, you, come in. And change my life or something. It's good.
wait,
Well,
but
you've
good.
got amazing list of credits
Oh,
to your
thank you.
name and many, many years of starting out. Please tell us how you got started in this business.
How I start, my original, I thank you, your country, Korea. So I learned Taekwondo.
Yes.
That's how I started doing Taekwondo, and then I compete Taekwondo for Hong Kong. Then I get into a TV company called TVB in Hong Kong. And, they start training me as a stuntman, actor. And then I start from there. I worked for them like almost 6 and 7 years. And then I got one opportunity. Jackie Cheng called me.
Wow.
The movie have a stunt coordinator called me, hey, do you want to work for Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung? I said, yes. So they find me. I mean, in 2 days, they find me from Hong Kong to Sydney. So that's how I start from Mr. Nice Guy.
So you've had a lot of these kind of chance meetings and lucky breaks, but you were also very prepared at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, lucky I worked in the company with the TVB for a long time. And then that moment we are indoor stuntman or actor. I do acting, I do stunt, I do, choreography. And then I do a lot of stunt double. And the company did a lot of show. And then they inside this big TV company, they have like 10 or different series. And then there's always a modern day, traditional like wusa. So I every day working for different show because it's internal, so they can use us a much cheaper. So we sign on the contract for monthly. So I supposed to work 1 month for 15 show, so mean 15 days. But mostly I double up my months every month. So like we work full on. Some days are 2 show. Some day when we do double, when you do stunt double, it's time double, time 2 times. So I can, you got morning and then nighttime. Morning, mostly the daytime we outside to do location, and then nighttime is a studio. So studio can do the midnight 2 o'clock. So you can work 2 shows. You can be outside location and then nighttime for studio. So sometimes you doubling in the daytime, doubling in the nighttime. So one day you make 4 days of work. So that's kind of like, so that's why my 6th year, every year I got all the overtime because I over every 15 show a month. We always overs. So when you over the show, when you did that, because we are 2-year contract, 2 year. So because of my year is always over, so they love it. Also, you work a lot, so we continue the contract. So 2 year. That's how I start. So I work a lot, and then one really like a bad reason is I work for the TV company. I'm not supposed. I have contract with them.
Right.
I'm not supposed to working on a movie, but everyone, even the guy fired me from the company. He working on the movie too, but he fired me saying you are outside working with the movie, you against the contract, and then but he have the newspaper. I take a picture with the actress. I double the girl.
So there was
And
a
then
picture
they
of
said-
you.
Yeah, and then say okay, now you're working on it, and you're not supposed. And then he give me 2 choices, right? He say one is we are fire you, we fire you, then you never work for TVP again, or second choice is you resign your contract, then you leave the company. Then in the future you maybe can come back. So then there's only one choice. Right? Okay, I resign. So I leave the contract. But then right after that, in less than 2 weeks, I got a phone call and go to Australia. So if I don't got fired, I possible maybe not take the job for Jackie because I cannot go for 3 months or 4 months. So it's lucky they fire, so I have perfect. I go. So it's always like a bad thing, but then it's a good thing, you know. So because I think if I still with the contract, I maybe will say no because it's really steady, right? Every 2 years, and then I keep, you know, I always have a, you know, bonus, you know, I make more money. But then the fires give me that chance. So you never know when you're thinking is something bad for you, maybe it's good for you. So you never know. Yeah.
If a door closes, another one.
Yeah,
might
and then
open.
the window open. You know?
Right, the window open and you fly.
Yeah, and then you fly, and then you fly over there, and then I'll get that window and boom, from Hong Kong fly to America, and then out here like over 25 years, you know. So I'm really lucky, you know. I mean, like I said, that call fire or that I resign the contract and leave the company is a perfect choice.
Now, when you first started, did you have that focus? Like one day I want to be doing this because you saw something? Or did you kind of accidentally fall into this industry?
Not accidentally, but it's funny, you know. Jackie Chan is the one make me want to do movie because everyone know his movie called Police Story 1.
Yes.
So he chased the bus in the mountain, and that mountain is the I go up is my hood. So he running down the mountain, that exactly spot is the one we have a cardboard and then just sit on and slide, and that is the me. Oh, I can do what he's doing, you know, and I should do movie. But back then, like I said, as a teenager, I never think about my future. Finish the school, what I'm doing. You know, I'm a lottie boy, and I only focus on play. That moment, I just start taekwondo, and I get into the competition. And I wow, this is what I want. And then when I see the movie and I say, wow, this is something I should do. So that is like at the same time I say, okay, maybe when I graduate, finish the school, I'm going to do movie. So that's how I started. So Jackie Chan give me the idea, and end up I work for Jackie Chan.
Wow,
and
what
end
a
up
dream.
Jackie Chan bring me to America, right? So
Do you think in some sense like you kind of put that out there in the universe and that those connections kind of happened for you?
that will
Yeah.
Jackie question, right? You think that super energy, you know, we really have that, you know, maybe my mind. And I think one thing is that I believe, you know, is that you always you have to try to think big. You're thinking bigger, thinking your dream, you know, try something, and they always something, you know, leading to it. You know, if you don't belong there, they will find a way to guide you to somewhere. But I think I just belong there. So the way is like everything look the pattern, right? I learned 6 years in a TV company. I did a lot of, you know, crazy thing because they work so much. Then your experience, like if I'm working outside 6 years as a filmmaker, that moment, maybe I don't have that much work. Then my experience when I go to Jackie or for Samuel Home, I maybe not qualified, you know, because they can see you so green or something. So when I go there, they kind of like, wow, this boy from the TV show, but it look like he know what he's doing. So I think I'm very happy, you know, my start is from the company, it's from the TV show.
Because of the frequency of the shows, you got a lot of practice.
Yeah, I think that helped a lot because I think the reason I go for that movie for Jackie is the one they have another Korean master, but he is really good in physical and skill everything, but he's very green. It's like the first time of second movie for him, but he got picked to Australia. But when I there, he's already very nervous or something. And I remember he did one stunt in the horse carriage. You know, we fight inside the fight with the carriage, and then he's supposed to do a stunt, do a back fall, hit the carriage and bounce off the car. Mm-hmm. But then he on the ground is really good. His skill much better than me. He jump high and really good. But then when he do that, he hit his head.
Oh my
His
goodness.
skull is the head, and then he bloody, right? So then I replace him. I do that stunt, but then the next day he resigned. He just left. He go back to Korea. So I can see, when you're not ready, your experience not ready, it could be like that. So I'm lucky. I feel comfortable because I work so much. So that's why I think what you say, it's not I prepare, but just the way I start, and then it's perfectly matching when I go there, and I work with Jackie and then Samuel. They say, "Oh, this boy pretty good," and then I start, and they feel comfortable. When they feel comfortable, I feel comfortable, So that's the whole thing.
And I know that you kind of have that relationship with Sammo Hung and Jackie Chan, that kind of trust. They trusted you.
Yeah, I mean, right after that, it's so funny. So after that, then I work with Jackie, and then we go to, we come to America to rush hour. Then right after that, they're doing the TV pilot. It's called Martial Law.
Yes.
And then Stanley Tong, I remember the director Stanley Tong asked Jackie on his birthday party and say, "Hey Jackie, I want to borrow Andy for the pilot." So I come back to America for after rush hour. Supposed to come for 4 weeks, and then end up 8 months because we did the pilot, but haven't finished the pilot. We got picked up.
That's
22
incredible.
episodes. Then I
Yeah.
just stay, and then I start putting the fast shoot and double Samuel. But then I already know Samuel because he's a nice guy. So
Right.
that's why it's everything really like just meant to be. So we work together, and then because he know me, and then I, worked with him before, so that's very comfortable. So I did the first season, and then after the first season, I went away back to Jackie and then to Shanghai Noon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's very fun. Like I said, that window open is really good. It bring me to here.
I forgot to read the list of credits for Andy Chang. I mean, I'm sure that you guys already know all his list of credits, but just for some of you who are not as familiar, of course, Shang-Chi, The Legend of Ten Rings, Knights of the Zodiac, Into the Badlands.
Into the Badlands.
Oh my goodness, so amazing. The Scorpion King, The Rundown. You were the
That's
director
the first
for
two,
that,
first
right?
two show. Yeah, first two show with The Rock. Yeah.
Endgame,
Endgame's
Looper,
Endgame's
Twilight,
Yeah,
which
Twilight.
Jackie had a question for you about.
Twilight.
Okay, so what question about Twilight?
Okay, first of all, which scenes did you coordinate with the stunts for?
I only did Twilight the first one because the second and third and 4 and 5 they're all different director, different coordinator. They're all different. So I did the first one with Kevin Hagrid. So I direct all the action, and the second unit director or action director, and then I'm a stunt coordinator or fight choreographer. So I did when I do movie mostly I did everything on the side that moment. So which scenes? The piggyback. Remember the climbing the tree?
Yeah, the monkey, the
Yeah,
spider monkey.
Yeah, the spider monkey. That's a scene, and then and then the baseball. Baseball.
Okay.
And then the whole movie, and then the ending,
The
of
ending
course,
fight.
in the ballet studio, so they crash the fall and everything.
Yeah.
So very cool. And I remember when we do it, Kristen Stewart, she only 15 when we do it.
Wow.
She's 15, and then like halfway the movie, and she turned to 16. Then we can work her 10 hours. Before we only can work her 8 hours.
That's right. There's some
Yeah, some
Some
rule. Right?
laws,
So
yes.
8 hours a day for her for a short time, and then after she turned 16, then we have, and then Rob Patterson is like, I remember he's very shy boy, and then what? I just saw the poster, Batman. Oh my God.
What a transformation.
Yeah, so
Like he was a vampire and then he turned to a bat.
I turned to Batman. Yeah. So that's his experience with them, and very 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 lucky, And then when we do it, Twilight, that moment, we don't know the movie will be that big. We never know, but because they always compare. Oh, this come from the novel, right? But Twilight to that moment, I think at the moment is the Harry Potter. Like, it was
Yes.
so big, and then I hear they say, oh, if to compare Harry Potter, we had nothing, but then when we start shooting, we're seeing people come to Oregon, they're little fans, and it was whoa, something weird. People start to say hi to Rob and Kristen, and then like, wow, they really have fans. So and then we start knowing the movie maybe have something. So when we release
Because the book was so good. I remember reading it in high school, and I thought, oh my gosh, what a like a Romeo and Juliet story between a human and a vampire. But I like.
So it already had a built-in fan base, and then for it to become a movie.
yeah. I mean like we thought me and Catherine we thought we after the first one because the first one is a very small budget, and then we big success. We thought we would go back for the part 2, but then end up the studio decided to new director, new people. So yeah, it's so sad. I thought if we would do that thing, maybe we would big different because the part 2 stuff from part 2 you can see they changing the action idea.
Yeah.
They do all the CG and fake running. The one we do, we're really running on the floor. When they do running, they running on the treadmill and then pretending like they're towing. So and then they do a lot of CG motion blur like.
I
When
think
we do
that's
it,
what I
we-
appreciate about your work. There's a real physicality
Real
that
feel-
you can
phys-
feel it.
Yeah, we're
when you see
practical
that.
a lot. Like they climbing the tree, we really put them on wire and climbing the 100-foot tree.
Oh my goodness,
They all
yeah.
and you can see everything. They really practically. Even they swing from the tree to the other tree. When they swing out, they all real. But then the second and then right after that they do. They there. They there.
It doesn't make sense. Like
I-
the physics, the law of
Yeah.
physics doesn't even
I
make
guess
sense.
that made me so fascinated. Then what was your idea behind choreographing the fight, the ending fight? Because it was so animalistic, and I thought, okay, well there are vampires and technically werewolves involved. So did you incorporate some of the lore behind vampires and werewolves into the practicality of the action?
No, we just I think remember when we start and Catherine we all agree say, let's do everything try to be practical. When I tell her, I say I think I like it. I know they have superpower. You can do whatever you want, but I still feel if you can see they do it for in camera instead CG motion blur like very simple where you shoot and then you're there. So that's why when we rehearsal, I already bring up a wire and then we're using a wrench. We make the people put them on wire, but they really traveling like 30 miles to running like super fast, everything, and then they go through. So that's the idea and Catherine's agree. Okay, let's do everything practical. So every stunt is the whole part 1. Almost everything is we don't even using one is a motion blur. Even the baseball scene when they running, when Edward walk, when he chased the ball going into the tree, he's really traveling him and put him on wire and it's like, and he just run, but really fast. So everything is pretty much like I said, the practical. Even they do the baseball when they jump, the two brothers they hit in the sky, right? That's all on wire, but they all physically impact when they fall.
Yeah.
So which scene you like?
I love the baseball scene. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
That's
really good. Yeah, and because I love the soundtrack that goes over it too. I love Muse, so I was just like the perfect vampire pastime.
So emo.
I had an emo phase, but it's coming out now.
It's coming out now.
It's coming out now. You'll see the goth.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So,
Yeah.
that's
So
good.
when you're working together with actors that don't necessarily have the martial arts or stunt background, how do you approach it a little bit differently than working with actors who do have that martial arts
Yeah,
background?
I mean, then of course some have the background, some don't. But I think the first one you just need to make them feel comfortable and then make sure they feel safe. And as director, producer, they all have to feel whatever you do with them, make sure it's safe. So I think that's the first thing. And then second thing, I think either they have a background or they don't. It's at the end of the day, they have to have a heart. They want to do it or they don't want to do it. Some actor will say, I'm really an actor, so they don't want to touch anything. It's too much for them. Then we have stunt double, right? But some is that they will try. They say, oh, I would love to try it. So I always like trying to feel with them, see, oh, did they have a heart to try? If no, then you just don't even try to make them do it, because eventually when they injury or anything, then be your fault. So
Right.
you had the sense there. But some they will like, oh, I would love to try it. So then you can baby step on them, and then you slowly guide them to how make sure you're safe. But like at the end, like I still feel if they feel comfortable, they want to try, then you can help them. But you really they can sense that. But some other will really like, they will know their limit, because I don't know. Everyone have to know their own limit, right? So I think it's so easy. Oh, I just fall. No. So that's a depend on. So as a coordinator, as my experience is always had to sense this person or this actor, how they feel first. If you feel them not comfortable, then you better find other way to do.
For those of us who are not as familiar with the terminology, could you tell us the difference between stunt coordinator versus stunt choreographer?
Okay, I think that's a funny question. I think before, when I come to America, when we do it, Warsaw, they always have stunt coordinator only. In America style, there's a stunt coordinator or second unit director. They mostly do stunt or action or car stunt or even fight scene, but they go back then. They don't really have a fight choreographer, this kind of or stunt choreographer or fight choreographer, or right now even recent now have an action designer. So before, it's always a stunt coordinator. So when we do rush hour, we have a stunt coordinator, but we don't have fight choreographer, we don't have it. So we take care, we do that, and then Matrix at the same time when we do rush out. They have a fight unit, they have a master unit, warping, and then they have the whole unit about the fight unit, about fighting, to train them fighting. So and then I think it's just really like around that moment they start, call them a choreography, fight choreography. So then they separate to become the rest in Hollywood. They have stunt coordinator, and then we bring the fight team. So the fight team start call fight team or fight choreographer. So then they start have two different jobs, because the fight choreographer or choreographer, they mostly design the physical fight scene.
Okay.
And then they will take care of that part. And then the coordinator, in the traditional coordinator, it's like the safety. It's a safety guy. He's like a safety captain on the set.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure anything with physical, and then the stunt coordinator will take care, like on the safety side. So the job is make sure safe to do stunt. So they are not a choreography. They just make sure, this stunt they need pad here, they need something soft or something, or this is too hard, this is a sharp corner, so they will require something for safety. So that's what's normally. Also, you fall into the table, they will make sure the table is safe enough. So that's kind of coordinator job. But they don't create the motion, how we fall into it. So then we are kind of like Hong Kong, when they call Hong Kong style. When the Hong Kong style come to Hollywood, we start choreography. How we fall into the table, we create something, and this is all physical movement, and then boom. So that physical movement, mostly that moment, the coordinator, they are not familiar. They always I remember the Rush Hour one is Terry Leonard. He is a cowboy, so all he do is a cowboy movie, riding a horse. But they don't do. They do. The punch is like, one punch here, one kick. They're very simple, but not choreography. So when we do it, we're much more complicated, and then we have all the acrobatic, and then flipping and wire. So they're not familiar. So that is like I see Hollywood start changing, and then now all the stunt coordinator, fight choreographer is young, and they can do. So it's really changing from. That's why you say even you learn martial art. When before 2000, when we come 1997, 6, 8, martial law, rush hour, matrix, did bring something to the Hollywood, and then Hollywood start catch up. And a few years later, the Hollywood they all do choreography. So that's why the Hong Kong team's not coming anymore. But I'm just stay here because I love America. So I stay here because the Hollywood, give me a lot of opportunity. So I'm haven't go back since I come. But then other Hong Kong's action director or choreographer, they all back to Hong Kong or back to China because Hollywood, they do their own thing. And then recently they have 87 North, 8711. So those is very strong action team. They do fight, they do stunt, so they don't really need the Hong Kong.
Oh, interesting.
That's why the Hong Kong.
Okay.
I think maybe the good 10 year, the Hong Kong style or Hong Kong fight idea. From the 10 year, after 10 year, the whole Hollywood learn everything. They learn, and then they invented, they even do better some wire work because they have much more better equipment. So they start even creating much more complicated stunt than the Hong Kong traditional. So that's why the Hong Kong is kind of like fade out here. And lucky I'm just stay here to try to keep learning the westerns, learning the Hollywood style, and then have my own Hong Kong style, and then try to combine.
I think that was the question that Jackie had for you, the difference between Hong Kong style and Hollywood style.
Yeah, but I also have to say that of all, like, being so deep into the stunt community now and so connected, everyone still refers to the Hong Kong style. They have a reverence for it because they remember watching all that when they grew up and like, I want to do this. So it made them better in their art.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think that experience for me to see how Hollywood, start have much more like fight choreographer, action design. When this is the whole thing, and then the rehearsal, and then the prep time, I see they learn from what we done, but they did better because they have in Hollywood have much more production, much more budget, so they can do before the movie start. They will have 2 months, 3 months rehearsal, choreography, doing periods. They have time to learn what they're doing because they give them the whole stage, and the traditional Hong Kong style, we don't do that. We don't do rehearsal. We have no prep time. We no periods. We come on set and choreography on set. We don't like really like the original. Even with Jackie or even Rush Hour, we don't have one scene as a choreography before. We all shoot when we come to the set. This is what we're doing, and then we choreography.
So a lot of that technique during that time period was pioneered by Jackie and Sammo Hung and you, and then from there moved on to Hollywood. There's a different style to it now, but the root of it is still originally.
The original, yes, not
right.
like
The wire work.
The wire work thing,
right.
especially the wire thing. So why well say when we do Rush Hour, because we're not that much wire work, so we just so we're physical. Really bring the whole rehearsal, prep time, choreography, previous is I would say is a matrix there. When you were paying Dion Nam, they training Keanu when they training Keanu, they train 3 months to teach them how to fight. At the same time, they doing wire, training and then previous, and then because that is really matrix is the style is really like. They have a lot of wire work and things, so they need the time to rehearsal with the actor, right? They need to teach them how to even do the flip or something. But in Rush Hour, we don't need to train that. We have Jackie Chan, right? So
right, exactly.
we come on set, we do it, right? So it's not that like I said, when we do Rush Hour, we don't have previous, we don't have any, but Matrix they have. Yeah. But that I think that's the influence a lot of Hollywood.
I think I have a lot of reverence for the type of movie that I watched growing up that are from Hong Kong because there was a really fun element to it. There's always like using the props in a certain way, or it was part of the story. It wasn't just to make it look dynamic. It made it funny, it made it fun, it made it exciting. And I had, I feel so lucky that I got to watch these films in theater when I was in Hong Kong. Those nosebleed seats right up to the screen to just fill that up. Yeah. And I loved watching those and always thinking, did that person actually fall on that and are they okay? Right? Because you actually did have to.
Yeah.
And you did get hurt, I'm sure.
Oh, not that. But that's like I said, that's a part of our professional. That's why they pay us or they hire us to do the job is because we really can do that. So, but then you have to, prepare that. There's just like you're a fireman, right? When you go, you just prepare, go get hot, get something, get dangerous. It's
Right.
the same. It's the
Be
same.
prepared.
We are prepared. We know. Oh, we're going. But in Hong Kong, the prepare is more like from the heart, and that you have a guts. You do it because when you go there, you don't know, and then suddenly, oh, how about can you fall there? Then you just say yes or no, right? But you don't have to prepare. You only can say yes or no. But in Hollywood, it's different. I'll be honest, because in Hollywood, they already design everything, and somebody will fall, and then that's testing, and then testing to see how, So, in the way, it's much more safe because the stunt people, when they come, they already know what they do in that day. In the Hong Kong traditional style, you don't know what you do that day. You just have everything get ready. You can do high fall, you can do flip, you can do wire, you can do fight, you can do weapon. You have to have everything. You carry everything onto it. When they ask you, you need to deliver. If you can deliver much you can, then you get more higher. If you come in, I cannot do that, then you possibly stay home.
That's so amazing to me because that feels like the Hong Kong style. You always have to be charged, energetically to be ready. And does that make a huge difference between the creativity and the spontaneity you can feel in each project? 'Cause I know there's a sense of preparedness that be like, okay, I can do all that, and then maybe leave room for fun. But sometimes I feel like, which one would you say?
Well, okay, I tell you, for me, I learned both. Right? I did both, in Hollywood over 20 years in Hong Kong, and then always, I say, it's all, for me, my favorite is organic. I still feel the organic is when you don't know what you do and you create, and you right away try to execute. Then you will see, wow, you get it, or you done it the way. So the really dynamic. The way you have a prep time, previous rehearsal is much in control in production. They know, can they do that? How much time? Is it safe? Everything. So they know. But then the result, you almost already know. Yeah, we can do it because you already know you did that. You did the prep. You did the thing. So that for the satisfying moment, it's not that much because you already know. We all done that. You already have a previous. You already see. This is almost exactly in the movie. But that means your excitement is not when you see the movie. You don't even know it's working, right? So when we do the organic one, you shoot everything, but you don't even know the editing work. You don't know everything work. You don't know with the sound. You don't. So you will wait till the end when wow, it's a work or not. That is very different. And then also, as a stunt person, when you do it, you're prepping, like I said. For me, I feel okay. I know tomorrow I'm going to do a high fall, but I already practicing, so I know what you almost feel. I know what will become the outcome. Instead the accident. But the other way, the Hong Kong style, you don't know tomorrow. Hey, call time 6 o'clock. You go there. So what I'm doing? You doubling somebody. What you do? You do that. Really? So, but then you if you make it, when you not get hurt, you go home. Wow, I make it.
I lived another day.
Like another
I
day.
feel like a superhero.
Yeah. That's how the difference between that.
I have so much respect for everything that you do. The stunt people, the choreography, the coordinators. I mean, we as audience members go to these films and we feel the action, we feel the entertainment, but there's real people behind it where there's a lot of planning, a lot of thought put into it, a lot of risk to their lives, there's injury. So I love talking to people who are the ones making the film, not just the big stars, of course. Everybody always knows about the big stars that pull the film, but it's the people that are in all the different departments. So I love talking to everybody in those departments so much. We have a scene here from Shang-Chi.
Okay.
Would you mind breaking it down for us together with Jackie?
Okay.
All
We
right.
have time. Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
great.
Let me see.
Okay, can you guys see a little bit over there?
let me see.
We're gonna play it and you can kind of talk us through.
Okay, this is when Shang-Chi's upset because the bad guy hitting his fan the face, and then now they trying to take his look at this, and this.
Oh wow.
So
Oh,
so when you see okay,
oh
so
I love
I
this
love
So-
part.
that.
Yes.
you like this one? That's cool. So we'll have influence, same thing. You can feel there's a much more Jackie Chan style, right? And then the action director is Brad Allen. Unfortunately, he passed away, but we both is a Jackie Chan stunt team. So you can see this scene's much feel like a Jackie Chan. We're using the environment, we're using the bus, everything, the pole, and then we have
Oh,
some
yes.
some technique, and then because Simo, the background is Taekwondo. So
Oh,
and
I
then
did not know that.
Simo, the background is Taekwondo, and also when we designed the Shang-Chi, okay, this is how the whole Shang-Chi happening. The bus scene and then the opening sequence, the two sequence in the whole movie, we start prepping in Los Angeles. We have 1 week, I think it's 1 week, I forget. If possible, it's 1 week. We do 1 week prepping, they bring the bus, and then the two different section, two scenes, so two different fight team. So I'm in charge with the bus fight scene, and that's the very beginning, the whole Shang-Chi happening. So this is the whole choreography. We do that. The structure, this bus scene takes, I remember from beginning to the end, is exactly at least I think a 1 year shooting
Oh wow.
and prepping and changing. It's many versions. This is the one of the version. We'll have long, super long version, super short version, middle version, and then we're changing different moves into it. So a lot of different things, but the structure is still the very beginning when we're in Los Angeles. So basically how he fight, how he get out the window, how they cut off the bus, everything he jump off. It pretty much is similar, and then how he go to the top, come back, and then we save. Original, it would save the kid when he's diving, but then and then end up become himself. So, but we did many versions. So this is, and like I said, when me and Brad, when we talking about Shang-Chi, and then that's why my brother brought me in the fight coordinating, because my background Taekwondo, right? So and then I also pitched him, hey, well, let's do Shang-Chi with more kicking, because all the superhero, there's none of one is with kicking.
Yeah, there's a lot of punches
Yeah,
and
that
things.
makes
or the shield or whatever they have, or arrow, but then not really one superhero like Iron Man would never do a spinning hook kick, right? So that's why we say, okay, let's do. And then also Shang-Chi, the character based on Bruce Lee, a long time ago. So that's why we were trying to make sure we have a kick. So that's why the whole bus scene we have the speed kick. This kind of normally you won't do in the superhero movie. So that's why we're trying to put his character more kicking. And then also lucky Simo, the background is Taekwondo, so he can do
incredible.
tricking. So that's the lucky we have someone really can also perform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's a dancer.
Yeah,
He's a dancer too.
Oh,
Oh my
he's,
gosh.
he's a multi-talent. He's a singer now. He even have a music video. Now he's singing and he's a host. He can do everything. He's basketball. Yeah, he's a real superhero. Okay, let's see the keep going right. So after that, yeah, that's and then the razor blades come out. Right.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah. So yeah.
So where'd that come from?
Where is it there?
There's that
Right?
guy.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very Marvel moment right there.
Yeah. Right. So this is like I said, this is the whole. Even this part is pretty much is exactly when we do in Los Angeles. So this is exactly this movement
Oh,
is from very beginning.
okay.
This part is all from very beginning, from the day one we rehearsal. So this part is all keep. Yeah, this whole thing, and this is some CG work here. So but they marry. This is shooting stage, but then they also have the practical real bus in San Francisco. So there's a different unit. So when we shoot in Australia, they have a American unit go there to shoot the exterior and then shoot some real car heat, and then the married to everything we do in the full screen. So yeah, this is in the stage. This is
Right.
the all camera tracking into it. This is stage stunt. So this part is the original fight choreographer. So this is all original. This take the computer. That's all.
Very
Yeah.
love using the props.
Yeah. So those is from the original.
I wanted
first-
to ask you too about working with a cinematographer, Bill Pope,
Yeah.
that you worked together with. How was that experience? Because Bill Pope is known for filming
Matrix.
right? So he already is familiar doing that type of action
know.
sequences.
Bill-
What was your experience like?
Amazing, because now we've been talking about Matrix, right? And then I find out, oh, Bill did Matrix. I never worked with him because I work in Rush Hour, not Matrix. So when I say, oh, you did Matrix, yes, I did all the Matrix, and blah, blah, blah. So amazing. And then when we do this scene, Bill have very very cool idea, and like I said, the big production can do that. Is you see this scene, why? Look like we are on the street, right?
Right.
But this is all blue screen, right?
That's
The,
crazy.
the bus is on a gimbal, but we have different size and we are high and low, so that when they do the big movement, we have the high gimbal and then we have the low gimbal. So two different things. But then when you see all the traveling, you see all the lighting, it's really cool because build the lighting, the light is moving.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really, it's a big production can do that, it's not that if so we're on stage, but they build the track, and then the light is just traveling like the street light, like the sun, so
To make
that's
it
why you can
realistic.
see inside,
Yeah.
you feel the reflection, everything feel like so real, so that's all built, so it's amazing. And then of course then the CG, this is this is all original from the beginning. Same thing. This is when we in Los Angeles. This part is all. So like I said, the whole fun scene had a lot of movement changing inside, but the structure basically this is all from the very beginning. That's the plan. Everything.
It's a very tight space
Uh-huh.
to do the action and also to have the gimbal in there. That must have been quite a
Yeah, that's the
Challenge.
like I said, the challenging, and but because it's Marvel, because that, so we really have a lot of prep time, and then they really give us the bus. So we have 4-piece, and also 2 wheel bus. The one is really high and one is really low, and then they really cut the bus in 2 pieces, so we
Oh
can
my
play with
gosh.
that. So
Wow.
so
very cool.
it's not normal production can do, and then you need to have
Absolutely.
the whole unit go to the San Francisco, shoot all the exterior for real. Those all money. So lucky we have this opportunity to do the first Shang-Chi, and I know they will do part 2, but
I know, we're all
so excited because
excited.
that's what everyone's thinking.
but we don't know
Part 2.
when. But
When
I don't know
it's
I
gonna
will
happen.
involve. But that's okay. But I think this is the first one when we decide to do it. We want to make sure they're not fail. So I think we did pretty good.
It's absolutely incredible. If you guys haven't watched it yet, please watch this film as well as all the other of Andy's work. And do you guys have any questions for Andy? This is a great time to ask what's on your mind. Do we have any questions, Aldous?
I think my friend has one.
Okay.
You
already
So I can text him.
Okay.
So I have a group of really amazing, young, talented stunt guy friends, and they just were wondering, what's your advice and like if you're an aspiring stunt actor or action performer, like what is it that you think that is the number 1 ingredient they should have?
Number 1, if it is as a stunt person or as an
Just
actor.
Stunt performer.
Okay, stunt performer. I think the one very important is this. Do you have this? If you don't have it, I don't think is a good, because even saved here, even whatever how much prep time, you still need to have a heart to do something. Even you have safety, you still have a chance to get hurt. So I think the heart is the most important. The first one, like I said, even the actor, they want to. People want to try or don't want to try. Sometimes if you don't have the heart, it's really really hard to be a good stunt person. You just need to do everything. Something you're not comfortable, but you have to take. I'm gonna first of all go break my arm. First of all, but you still to take the chance to willing to do it. So you can be a good stunt performer. But if you that would go scratch my face, and there's so much concern, then you will never be a good stunt person. That's why I think then, beside that, if you have a good heart, maybe you don't even have a good skill, but you can learn, right? Like you said, you spend 2 years and then you learn everything, right? Because suddenly your heart is like, I fall in love with the martial art. You can do it. Then when you do it, you don't think that much about it because you love it, right? So the heart is being everything easier. So if you have a heart as a stuntman, of course, the first thing be a stuntman. That's the first work for you is you do dangerous thing. If you not do dangerous thing, why would be a stunt? So if you have that in mind, okay, every day I go to work, I plan to have some dangerous thing I'm going to do. So you have to have that heart, like I love it, even I know it's danger. As long as don't kill me, I do everything. So this is, be honest, when I doing that moment, when I go to Jackie, when the phone call to Samuel and Jackie in Australia, all myself is like, okay, I prepare. It's just, I even think about like the earlier I said someone would quit, right? They would work. I would say, okay, I would do everything they ask if I know that not kill me. If that for sure I would die, then I would say I'm quit. I'm go home. So I already prepared to talk to Samuel and say, okay, because if everyone know action movies, Samuel Hong and Jackie Chan back then in 1980. Oh my God, those stunts is amazing. I'm way in the action, like I'm 89, 90. But in the early 80s, those crazy stunts that like you said.
Yes.
So when I say, okay, now I work for Jackie Chan and Samuel Hong. So when I take the job, I think, okay, the worst case is like they try to kill me, then I say I'm going home. But if it's not killing me, I say, okay, I'm going to break my ankle, do it.
Oh my gosh.
As long as
Thresholds,
you're
guys.
able.
That's not, so yeah, my bottom line is that if this stunt is not dying,
Right.
I would take a chance. But this thing 100% would die, then no. But then that's why we did, I remember we did a swing, and then there's a construction truck, we're on the bridge, and then he diving into the scaffolding, and then swing down, and then we drop into the concrete, and then he let go and then jump. It's really high, it's like 20 feet,
Oh my goodness.
go straight into the concrete. We have wire, but I remember my landing is almost broke my ankle. It's so hard, the impact. But it's like, I had to do it, because this is the first time I can show I have a ball, like I have a guts. So, and then we do, more crazy stuff, I think that, like, if you can knowing your limit, and then if not cause that, not dying, just do it. You never know.
Well, great advice from Andy Cheng. Thank you so much for your time, for coming in.
Thank you,
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you're in the LA area, tomorrow, Wednesday, Lensay at Atlas, Lensco HQ, please come by, come hang out with us. And as always, we'll be back every Tuesday. We do a telecast, and we introduce interesting people in our industry. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
Keep watching.
Bye.
Every Tuesday.